Hey, this is Jan from New York City. Welcome to Jan from New York City Saves Money's Night Show. It is an audio broadcast. I come on a couple of times a week with some what I believe to be important messages. I'm going to talk to you tonight. If you have a minute and want to kick back a few minutes to give this a listen, want to talk to you guys tonight about overdoing things. Hmm, could that be you? Sometimes I will admit that I overdo things. Yeah. Now, some people may think in a way it's a good thing. And something, anything, in my opinion, that is of excess, that is of extreme. If you find yourself feeling physically or mentally drained from the thing, it is never a good thing. Just saying. Okay. You know what really triggered this thought? Recently, Money Mom put up a video. I forgot the name of it, but I'm going to link it up in the description box below and also in the comment section too. She did a video about how she really intends to simplify her life. And as you know, simplify is my mantra as well for 2022. So I was thinking about this. If you overdo anything, isn't that the opposite of simplification? And logically, yeah. So let's take a minute and ask all of ourselves, do you overdo it? Now, I can tell you definitely. Now, I have a tendency. Now, I don't know if it's because it's the teacher in me, the communicator in me. It's just I don't know what it is. But every once in a while, even if an agenda is a good agenda, I have a tendency, I mean well, don't get me wrong, but I have to actually literally catch myself. I literally have to refrain myself from being overstated on an issue. I'm talking about like in a personal like conversation or a chat, or somebody says they're doing something and here I am going yeah, and I'm saying glad for you, and then I'm bumping them up to the next level right quick. You know what I'm trying to say? They're happy with level A because to them right now, level A is their new thing or whatever. And me being Janet, not saying that that's a bad thing all the time, but keep in mind that I had to always, kind of like push my students into not just being satisfied with status quo, but reaching up for the stars. So that's like kind of ingrained in me. But I am not in my third and sixth grade classroom anymore. And I have to remember, hey, that person doesn't need a promotion. That person needs to do whatever they want to do in their and God's perfect timing. So the good news is that because I have recognized that, I'm not saying I don't have a slip up every once in a while. Lord knows I do. But that's not more the case than less the case. Now I bite my tongue when I'm about to go on to the let's escalate this to plan B. First of all, is it necessarily anyone's business that somebody should have somebody escalate, their agenda to plan B? Not really. Not when we're all adults. You know what I'm trying. I mean, here I'm admitting it. So I'm just wondering, do you overdo things? Now, the beautiful thing, I went back to that video again because to me it was worth watching a number of times. Even though the video that Money Mom did was rather short, it was in the 4 minute and something second range, but it to me was a very powerful message. There's to me, I got a few messages out of that actually, and one of them. How about listing? How about you guys? Do you write tons and tons of unrealistic lists, like even micromanaging your list, so to speak? Like, for example, brush my teeth at 7:30. Well, in my opinion, do you have to indicate that on a list? Or, in my opinion, should that be something that you kind of like do by rote? So I think maybe we micromanage and overtly list things. And the good news is, even in my own case, like I believe in trusty notebooks. I believe in writing things down to make things real, but you will never see a 10 goal list or 10 task list in my trusty notebook. I'm not going to do that because guess what? A, that's never going to happen in one day. There's only a certain amount of time every day. And, some people work with time blocks. Certain tasks, I might do a time block. I'll give you an example. The other day, I was, working out, you know, as we all have to do, our tax time, whatever. And I said, you know what? I am not going to spend 3 hours this day doing this task. So what I did was I said, I will permit myself between, let's just saying this figuratively speaking, from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. to get that task done. Then I will see how I feel at 8 a.m. if I wish to continue. So it got to 8 o'clock. I said, I really kind of want to get into this, what I'm doing at that moment, which was, figuring out the taxes and all this and all that. And I really wanted to continue. My mind says, keep going, right? But my body says, no, put this thing on hold for 5 minutes. Get up, take a stretch, took a glass of water, and it just felt good. I said, you know what? I felt like I'm rejuvenated again for the next hour that I was going to permit myself to do. But I don't do everything in time blocks. Now, do you overdo it with phone calls, for example? Well, what do I mean by phone calls? Any call, the calls you make to others or the calls that you receive from others. And I'm talking about straight gab phone call. I'm not talking about anything else, just the good old fashioned kick back with your friends, hang out phone call. Can that become excessive? Believe it or not, even though you're having fun and it's a great thing, yes, even that can become excessive. That can be an indicator of overdoing it. For example, let's say you get a personal call and it's like 3 in the afternoon and you're still gabbing and it's like pushing dinner time and your hungry family is coming home very soon. Everybody will be there. And you decided to just hang out on the phone and not even concern yourself about dinner. Is it fair to the people coming home that kind of sort of might be expecting dinner? If that's the thing you do, I'm not assuming that's what you do. But if it just happens to be the thing you do, think twice about like overdoing it. Because if you're overdoing it, it's one thing when it just only affects you. But then there are times when you're overdoing it and it affects other people like your family and like your loved ones. So just saying. So this was just a general reminder for all of us. So Dawn, I want to congratulate you on a powerful video, whether you realize it or not. Well, all of your messages are powerful, but this one, for whatever the reason, resonated a lot to me. And I just thought I'd share it with those who may never have seen that this video went up the other day. Well, anyway, I want to wish everyone a remainder of a happy evening. Don't overdo it, no matter what the overdoing it is, and take good care. And I look forward to speaking to you again the next time. Going to find my outro, and let's see what goes on with that. Hang on. Have an amazing, fantastic evening. Take good care and don't forget to share my video. Thank you. Bye-bye.